Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. He's doing it all, D.A. Thanks. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Nets, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Wilson Chandler out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Up top, Rubio. He's guarded by Chandler. Tries to keep it alive. And Phoenix with another turnover here. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Greg, for the Phoenix Suns, with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Getting up with power. Got to respect the bounce of Chandler on these throwdowns.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harris with the ball.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Saric outside. He dishes it to Oubre. Pass to Booker. Clock at 6. Releases from 15. Count that one.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Jordan the pass to Chandler. And that one is off. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
You know, once he's in the paint, Saric is ready to throw it down.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Saric. Durant finds Jordan. Oubre with the steal. And here we go. Saric all alone. And slam dunk by Saric.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Here's Irving. Saric grabs the board. The Suns leading. Booker dishes to Ayton. Count the basket.
You gotta give Ayton credit. This guy is solid at keeping his balance even with the contact.
And Durant puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Durant's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Rubio the pass to Saric. Oubre outside. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Clark, I'm going to get a little detailed here, but in terms of footwork in the post, who really impresses you?
Well, there are a number of guys, Kevin. I mean, you think about it. Kevin Durant is a lethal scorer and does a lot of his work off the dribble and in transition on pull-up threes. But when he is a post-up threat, and he does get posted sometimes, his footwork is superb, absolutely superb. Joel Embiid comes to mind, big fella with feet of a ballerina. Jokic does a great job with his feet, not nearly as athletic as Embiid or Durant. And then I would put Kawhi Leonard outside of a big guy. I mean, he's not a big guy in terms of position, but boy, he is very efficient down in the low post when he gets it there.
Good names. And you look at Karis LeVert, Clark out of Michigan, 6'7", and a tremendous athlete.
Kevin, he's one of my favorite players over the last handful of years coming out of college. He had some injury issues his last 2 seasons at Michigan, but he's an excellent two-way player. Outstanding energy and aggressiveness, and makes all kinds of plays at both ends of the floor and plays the game the right way.
And Baines kicks to Johnson. Tries again. And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line.
Well, when you look at the skill set of Tyler Johnson, he really is the epitome of a catalyst. Comes in full energy every time, and if he's hitting his shots, you just ride that wave of scoring.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. .151 left to play in the first quarter. And with Johnson, Greg, you never know how on his shot will be day to day.
And that's okay. Teams need a player who can carry them off the bench when they get it going. Johnson is a bit of a microwave that heats up immediately, but if he's cold, you simply drop back the minutes for that game.
4 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Baines. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Nets trail by 3. Dinwiddie finds LeVert. To the middle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Earning a trip to the stripe that time. Allen constantly on the move, which makes him hard to guard.
The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Check Diallo. He's checked in for Booker. 1:11 left to play here in the first. And there's the pass to Kaminsky. And Prince comes to help. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
Brooklyn with the ball. Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
And he can't bank that one in. Suns leading by 3. Johnson outside. 30 seconds left to play in the first. Sweet little floater.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
LeVert the pass to Prince from 8, and it's in there.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Pass to Baines. In the corner, it's Diallo. Dishes it to Johnson. Back to Diallo. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Suns lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works just fine for combo guard Tyler Johnson.
I don't really limit myself to one position.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
We've got Tyler Johnson. Check Diallo is out there with Kaminsky. Then it's Bridges. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Dinwiddie right side. Doesn't go that time. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Diallo. Rebound, Brooklyn.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Caruge can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. It's a three-point game. Kaminsky misses.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Caruge passes to Allen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
And, you know, when Allen gets this positioning, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul.
And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
Sharch checked in for Shaq Diallo. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Chandler's checked in. Here's Bridges. Misses off the right iron. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Back to KD. Floats one. It's deflected. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And a wide open look for Irving. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Phoenix, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Booker dishes to Oubre. No good that time. Brooklyn trailing. Harris kicks to KD. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Ayton doesn't get it to drop for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Rubio against Irving. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
And here's Rubio. An 11-point game for him in the win against Miami. Poked away. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Got a piece of it.
This is exactly what they want from Saric. I mean, more aggression on the defensive end, and he gets himself in position there and makes a play.
And the wing jumper offline.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. The Suns making a switch here. Baines is checked in. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. No good from Irving. The Suns leading. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
KD, that's for 2. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Safety move. Jordan trying to free himself up. Durant, no good.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And guys, the stellar development of Devin Booker continued last season. Still a firecracker on offense and took strides to improve his shot selection and, equally as important, his decision making.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Greg, with Booker and his progress, you really see it in his playmaking.
And that is what the Suns want from him long term. They see him growing into the same vein as a player like James Harden, someone who can carry the load offensively and still make others better.
And Phoenix making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's LeVert. Oh, that's blocked.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Nets trail by 8. 51 seconds left to play in the first half. Prince finds Allen. Back to Prince. Can they get it? And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Johnson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that, but these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
Allen's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
How about this? A major upset brewing. Welcome to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They took over in the second quarter, building their lead up to 10 points by the half and looking very much like a team that is determined to turn this game into a laugher. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Dario Saric.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Wilson Chandler out there with Jordan. And it's Durant, and it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harris in at the shooting guard position. And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. Rubio outside. He's looking for Saric and finds him.
You know, dependable at defending multiple positions, Chandler has great value because of that defensive versatility.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General Manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball business.
Last season, we saw Kelly Oubre get traded to the Suns. It was a surprise success for both him and the team.
Oubre came in and gave the Suns that defensive spark they so desperately needed. The long arms, he can get in the passing lanes, and he plays with tremendous energy, and they love it.
Mike Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. Do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
Booker with no one around, offline from the top of the key.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Durant. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. KD's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
And stolen by Harris. KD attacking, and that one good.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
Rubio, the pass to Oubre. Ayton inside. He's against Jordan, and it's Ayton missing.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Irving against Rubio. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Irving finds Chandler. Rebound by the Suns. They've led by as much as 10. And the dunk by Booker.
Attacking the defense with the pass there, Kevin. Rubio with great vision and no hesitation on the delivery.
Irving against Rubio. That's in, and the Suns lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Irving.
That was a strong pick by Chandler.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And it was made clear early on to Ricky Rubio that the Jazz were moving on from him. But Rubio quickly finds a home in Phoenix. 3-year deal for Rubio, who is a good fit with the Suns. Having a real point guard on the team like Rubio should be a huge boost.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Diallo, he's checked in for Ayton. And it's Bridges in for Oubre. And then for Brooklyn, Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Odions Kurucs comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Harris. Nets trailed by 5. Durant just inside the line. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Diallo. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And here are the Suns now. Booker the pass to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Suns leading by 3. Pass to Kaminsky. Back to Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, That's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Kaminsky. On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Johnson. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Booker. He's got 6. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And the Suns get it back. Another shot. Shot's good by Baines. Baines has got his second bucket.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Sharch checked in for the Suns. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Karis LeVert comes in for Kyrie Irving, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. He's coming off an excellent season. 8th in scoring, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
I like seeing Durant slam that one down. I mean, he's just powering it home thanks to that incredible position.
Bridges kicks to Johnson. Buries it from 3-point range. Johnson's got 14 points.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Prince outside. It's Durant on the wing. He's got 16. Phoenix grabs the miss. Baines has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Diallo, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That one is no good. The deep 3 from Durant. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. KD's got 14 points here in the second half. Here's Diallo. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Phoenix leading by 6. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Suns. Inside, Saric and Baines. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Saric. 16 points for Johnson.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
And here's Harris from the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And the foul on Joe Harris. That is is his first foul of the game. Phoenix making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Johnson. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Down low, here's Oubre. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And the Suns lead by 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Bridges passes to Saric, and Prince comes to help. Oubre kicks to Bridges. Dinwiddie against Saric, and Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Phoenix leading by 5. Now, here's Rubio. And Jordan sends it back, but they recover it. The pass to Ayton. 4 on the shot clock. Suns moving the ball around over Jordan. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Prince. Second shot opportunity, and Jordan with the layup.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Here's Rubio. Misses from close range.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Prince misses. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Now Saric passes it to Bridges. Now here's Saric to the inside. Here's Rubio. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Rubio's got his first basket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Wilson Chandler's checked in for Taurean Prince. Durant comes in for Karis LeVert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Yep, and they've needed every one of those boards. This game's still close.
Suns leading by 5. Saric looking around. In the corner, it's Oubre. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th.
And Jordan's mere presence can affect shots. I mean, he's easily one of the league's premier shot blocking artists.
Chandler comes with the double team. Saric against Irving. Booker outside. Pulls up on the wing. Phoenix, no good that time either.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. Booker against Harris. Here's the dish to Jordan. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. And the 3-ball is good. Harris has got 8 points in the quarter.
Harris has been in these situations before. He's a veteran player and very calm taking the big shots.
1:21 left in the 4th quarter. Takes the 13-footer. A nice shot by Booker. And the Suns lead by 4.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Irving from long range. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And you got to admire Irving in these situations. Doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
Booker looking around. And that one hits back iron.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to put a lot of pressure on their perimeter shooters if he can't convert those chances.
Jordan. It falls!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And the Suns call time here. They're down by 1. There's 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
Here's Šarić. Kicks it out to Booker. Oh, good with the triple. And here are the Nets. They're on a 15-6 run. Irving with the ball. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 16 feet away. Good!
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
Phoenix calls timeout. They trail by 3. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Now that's confident. Šarić says, in Dario, I trust.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away. That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Here's Rubio. Offline. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it over to David. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.